Hey everyone, how are you? I just wanted to do this video and share a couple of things in the energies that are happening at the moment and things that have happened in the last few months that have really changed my life in a way I never thought it would. And these energies at the moment, well, over the last few months, not just at the moment, over the last 4 months, have been so powerful, right? In bringing a greater awareness to things that we even had an awareness around that we still were kind of maybe holding on to, or just not making the change quick enough, or making decisions, better decisions, for our higher guidance, but also for our higher purpose. And so wow, it's been some doozies, I tell you. But one thing I wanted to or a couple of things I wanted to share, but the first thing is at the moment, what I feel is happening and what I've been seeing in the energies is that, sorry, I thought someone was saying, is that at the moment, we are being called to step up to the next level of our life. So in terms of, depending on how much inner healing you've done, or anyone's done, and listened and had that awareness and made change in their life for the better, for themselves, knowing that, okay, this no longer serves me, I'm going to shift this, I'm going to come into a greater see things from a greater consciousness that's being able to shift you in that consciousness to make better decisions for yourself, putting yourself first, choosing you, not people pleasing, and even just choosing you and setting boundaries deeper in a way that it's not that you don't have to completely cut yourself off from people, but setting boundaries in that you're putting yourself first. And then when you feel called to do this from your passion and helping or whatever, that's fine, but not at the detriment of you, of what's going on with you and you. So yeah, lots happening, and I feel that that's really coming in a greater awareness to us all. And wherever level we were at and whatever awareness we had, we are still being shown a greater awareness of letting go, a greater awareness of surrendering and letting go of control. And that's the big thing at the moment. And from my experience, I can say that a couple of things have happened that have really, big things that have happened that have changed the course of where I feel I want to even put my energy, and focus my energy and intention. And it's, for me, I had to let go of a lot of other stuff that I thought I'd already let go of, or I had realized I hadn't let go of it to a deeper degree. And they were kind of profound things, life-changing things. And what it did then is made me realize I just want more simple in my life. And I was so passionate, and driven by my purpose to help humanity so much that I was doing all this stuff that I love doing, whether it be writing books or putting out social media content and making reels and all sorts of things I was doing and creating. But what I found is that sometimes when we're here as light workers and we know we've got things to do and we feel that in our soul and our energy and we want to shine our light, we sometimes run with it in that we think that this is how we have to do it, or we get the messages and we know that's what we're here to create. But at the same time, we can get caught up with on a roll of like, yes, this is next and this is next and this is next. And instead of just stepping back, and I had this awareness, right? I've done this many times. I've stepped back and gone, no, I'm doing too much, da-da-da-da. But then you can get, the momentum builds and you do it again, and do it again. So, but what happened this time is not only that I had this greater awareness, but it was also in changing direction of how I want to shine my light. And I want to shine it. Sorry, I just realized I'm not looking in the camera much, but I'm sitting in front of the water at the beach and I just love looking at it. But I just really want to be that lighthouse shining from within. And I realize that I don't have to do a ton of projects for humanity or to put out in the world to do that. And so I've come back into a greater, more simplified way of looking at things and just creating from that place and choosing and putting me first, I guess, in a lot of other ways of what I'm really passionate about, what lights me up. So those of you that follow me over here might have seen my story on Parko, and that really hit me for a 6. Oh my God, I just had no idea that was going to hit me like it did. And it's because we had a deeper connection, and I've already since then I've found out what our connection was in terms of what he was meant to bring into my life and what I am doing with that, continuing on. And that was one of the things that just made me realize that life is a lot more simpler, and I don't want to be doing a lot of the stuff that I'm doing anymore. You know, as a spiritual teacher and healer and coach and everything for years and years and years, we love it, and we can get caught up in that and feel that we have to keep doing that. Or that's a great way, which it is, you know, to help people, and coaching so many people and doing so many healings for people around the world, distant healings. And I know I'm an amazing healer because I have had incredible testimonies and people tell me that, but I just know anyway that I've tapped into so many of my angelic gifts and my soul, you know, gifts, and I know what I can do, you know. Basically, I'm sure there's still more I can do in that arena, but that's never been really anything I've doubted, well, not in the last like 6 or 7 years anyway, of how my ability to heal. And so, but I've had some things come up that's not challenged me on that, but it's challenged my I guess for me to put myself out there more and do that. And yeah, and it's just changed the way I've looked at a lot of things, you know. Probably 2 months back now, a friend of my and you might know if you follow me on IG, but a friend of my daughter's, he was hit by a car in Nashville in America, and he was hit by a car one night crossing the road, and it was a really awful time and traumatic, and it was touch and go for a long time with him. And he was obviously rushed to hospital, and they didn't expect him to live, and there was a lot of stuff around that scenario. And I came in and was healing him and doing work with him, and I was speaking to him in the other realm because he was disconnected from his body. And there's lots of stuff that happened that was life-changing for me, because I've healed people and worked with people, but never anybody that's in a coma, you know. And the things he was telling me that I didn't know, because I don't really know him, and I've never spoken to him, I'd never met him, and then I found out later in the physical world that those things he said to me were true things, you know, that he had been concerned about in the physical world before his accident. And they were the reasons, some of the reasons why he didn't want to come back and things like that. And it was just a really profound, incredible, heartbreaking, like traumatizing sometimes, because you've got that pressure, but it was an incredible experience, and I've never had that happen before. And he pulled through, and he's okay now. He's had a couple of operations since, but there was a lot happening there, and the doctors were like, what is even happening here? We didn't expect him to pull through. This is a miracle. And it was, and then something else would happen, and then he got pneumonia, and there's lots of things happened that they felt he would not survive from. And he did, and I kept doing the healing work on him, and I'm sure others were as well, like sending him love and prayers. But I really put myself into the situation of just putting a stop on everything else in my life, and I worked with him for a week while he was in a coma, and you know, it was such a can't even explain the experience, to be honest, as a healer. And it just made me, it put a lot of things in perspective for me. And, you know, a lot of things, like I just can't be bothered with the social media thing anymore. And then when Parko passed away, and I had such a deep connection, and he was telling me what he was here for and how we're shining our light and things like that. And, you know, I still can't see a video of him without tears pouring out. But what it did, those two things in those two situations and incidences in the last 4 months have changed me so much, and not only opened my heart and expanded that love so much, but changed the way I see things, of how I, you know, was worried about things in life, or creating more things, or always being on the go, you know. And as much as I would sit back and have the me time and time to just reflect and be present and all that, I was still creating and creating and creating. And I started to realize that I want to be hands-on in the world in a different way. And so, you know, from Parko, what happened is, you know, I have met with the foundation and the head of the foundation, and I've spoken to her, and, you know, I'm really excited I'm going to Mexico over the next few months to help with their next rescue mission. And I'm going to spend some time with them, hands-on, rescuing the doggies. And, you know, it's just something I'm so excited and passionate about. I feel like I've spent my whole life, or years and years, helping humans. And I don't know, I'm just shifting it a little bit. And I'm just going to now, I'm so passionate about it. I'm just, shifting direction, I guess, into animals. And I feel really passionate about that. I feel like there's a big part of me that feels like I have, with my healing and work with humans, and a lot of the planetary healing I've done for years, I feel like a big part of what I'm meant to do is done, if that makes sense. Like, I know we're always still shining our light, but I just feel like I can't explain it. It's like I've done a lot, and I've sacrificed a lot, and I've just done a lot, and it hasn't always been great to me. Humans haven't always been great to me in response of, you know, a lot of abundance coming in, or honoring or respecting, you know, me, or whatever it is, you know. I mean, that's humans, right? You know, they're coming from their own wounding and triggering and stuff, and everyone tries to get everything for a buck, don't they? You know, everybody. But anyway, but moving on from that, it's I have spent many years in this arena, and I've given a lot away for free, and, you know, and over times it's drained me too. So, and I've loved what I do. I still do love what I'm doing. But I just feel like there's something about dogs and animals in general, but dogs, that are just so unconditionally loving. And I just am so excited, you know, to go and do this. I'm taking, you know, there's a whole other aspect to it. I'm taking a cameraman, and we're going to film, and I'm going to we're going to do this short film and try and bring awareness. This is through Parko, and Parko's like, we are bringing awareness to the foundation, but to also awareness to cultures around the world that do treat animals still like they do. So we're shining the light on a lot of different things, you know, and that's a big part of it too, like me going over there and doing this as well. And this is where I feel like I want to, you know, what I want to do at this time, and where I want to set my energy focused on. So but, you know, that's not going to happen for a little while. And so in the meantime, I've just really taking a more simple approach. And what are you guys doing? You know, like, what's happened for you? These energies have had to change in some ways, whether you're changing up a job or changing up a relationship, or I don't know, changing up something, because if they have not hit you yet in a way that you're making change, then I do ask you to dive deeper into your healing, dive deeper into yourself. You'll be suppressing, resistance will be there, maybe stubbornness, fear of, and that comes from fear of all of that, of looking at it, because these are the energies to really, really let go. It's like I was saying the other day on my Instagram, some people say, okay, I'm fine. Others will be good. Others will be, great and amazing. And if you don't release and change from I'm okay, to get to good, and then with good you get to great, and then great, amazing. So if you stay in the energies of what you've always had, then you're never opening up for the new energies to come in of what you've not had yet and what you haven't had. You know what I mean? So if you're okay, it's fine, my job's okay, and I'm okay living here at the moment or whatever, that's not amazing. That's just okay, So everybody is being asked to release stuff to move to the next level of their awakening journey, their consciousness, their life of leveling up, to that next lot of just greatness, where your soul is guiding you to have better relationships, a better job, better career. When I say better, as in what serves you better, what serves your soul, your heart, your passion, working through your traumas and your wounding and getting rid of that. So eliminating the fears and eliminating doubts, and flipping your unworthiness into worthiness, and knowing then that once you do that, that you deserve all that. The abundance will flow in. You'll have more peace and simplicity, in your life, and abundance and love and laughter and fun and joy, and all of those high vibrational, beautiful emotions and energies, instead of the the same old mundane and the fear, and coming from the ego, right? Your fear and your doubts and your guilt and your shame and your whatever it is, your unworthiness. Like, look, I'm not saying it's an easy thing at all. Like, I've been at this for over a decade, a lot of deep inner healing work, to pull things out, and they can, because what happens is it energetically blocks us for those higher levels of consciousness, but also the higher levels of that beautiful that beautiful higher energy to come in to create more love and life and abundance, within our life. And abundance, I don't just mean financially, it's health and wealth and love and joy and peace and creativity and passion and purpose, and it's all of those things, right? So these are things that people just go, oh yeah, I wish. No, don't just wish. Go and, like, we've all got it in us. Do it, and I say to people, if I can do it, like, you can do it. Everybody can do it. It's in us. Just tap in, do things more sensible to look after your health and wellness. Do things that open your pineal gland. Don't drink tap water, and, eat better, and and all of that. I'm not going to get into all of that, but you know what it is to be able to keep your pineal gland clear, connection from your crown chakra, clear and cleanse your chakras, all sorts of things, your energy fields, and just nurture yourself and your body, your vessel more. Start bringing all those things, exercise, whatever it is, start bringing all those things into your life that help shift the energy. And then when things come up, don't just put a lid on them. Just, you need to look at it and go, okay, why is this feeling coming up? Where's that wound, or where's this whatever? But just let it go, and let go of control, because we want to control everything so we don't get hurt. We want to control everything in case this happens. Oh my God, and what's going to happen? It's all fear. It's all fear. Just got to let it go. Just let it go. So remember, if you're okay, you got to get to good and great and great, amazing. And we're all at different levels of our healing process and consciousness, and we're all going through this, leveling up to the next. And Earth's rising, as I've said, we're not going to get out of this. So as in we're going to feel it coming up all the time, So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. transition time, huge transition time, and try and simplify things. For me, I gave those examples because I wanted people to see that it doesn't matter what you think you should be doing on your path. Just really go within and say, okay, well, am I doing this because I think it is? Is it really serving me at the end of the day? Yeah, I might love it, and it's, you know, and I love helping people, you know, but for me, it was like, it's Kelly's turn now. What is Kelly really passionate about? And I don't think I have nurtured my soul enough for me and my purpose here. And it's, you know, it's a whole other ball game going through as well your ascension when you have a connected divine partner, you know, divine masculine, and you're feeling both each other's energies, and it's you know, it's a whole other level actually of healing and ascension, and you know, things like that when you're connected to someone like that. And I think, you know, over times I haven't given myself, or Kelly and my soul, you know, enough nurturing through that, and just enough time through that, I guess, and just, yeah, and I got to the point where I'm like, you know, it's about me. I don't give a shit about anything else out there that's just always, you know, the people want to come at you or anything like that. Like, whatever, like, I just don't care anymore. You know, it's a bit like that. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that. There's something else I thought I wanted to share, but I can't remember what it is now. I might think of it later, probably. So with this message, I hope you got something out of it into how you're reacting or responding at the moment with these energies, and if you are serving your own self, you know, are you honoring yourself? Are you respecting yourself? Are you listening? Are you looking? Are you having that awareness? What is it telling you? If you've got sickness at the moment, don't just go, oh yeah, I'm sick because I've got this at the moment. Like, look at the spiritual meaning behind that. Look where your energy's stuck. What does that mean for you, you know? And then from there you look at, you know, and that's how you do, trust me, you get back to the wounds and you go, oh my God, I didn't even know that was there. You know, that was a subconscious block, and oh my God, I've got to look at that now. So, or some people say, oh no, I don't want to look at it now, but please look at it. You know, because what I've found is that anything we don't, it's just going to rock around again, roll around again, rock and roll around again, very quickly for you to relook at. So you may as well look at it the first time it comes up, instead of trying to block it, suppress it, resist it, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so it's a beautiful sunny day here today. I'm just sitting at the beach watching. All right, guys, so take care, and I'll talk to you soon, and take care of yourself, okay, and dive deep. All right, love you guys. Bye.